Coach, just looking at the season, I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but you've got to be the unanimous Coach of the Year selection. It's been a great year.
It's been a magnificent year. Things such as individual awards, not for me. You know, I tore the stat sheet up in front of the players, and I said, hey, MVPs, it's great, but we all know that this is a team game, and many people have made this possible. So anything that comes to any individual, it's really there for the team.
To be fair, last year had Tattoo been injured early on, it would have been an even more dismal year. And yet this year you've had some injuries to some key players like Carpin and Vanderbeck. David Stride has been injured throughout most of the year, and you've been so resilient. You've still been able to perform even with those kind of injuries.
Because I think we put together a good, solid squad this year, much more experience. All those things have been said many times. But it was interesting. We were down to 12 fit men at one time, and Charlie Cook, with no disrespect, I mean, as assistant coach. And those 12 young men brought us through that period with enough wins and to keep us in being. There have been other teams that have had this sort of schedule injuries, Carl, but they couldn't hold it. They lost too many games at that time, and that hurts. But I think that was the secret, that those players at that time kept us in with a chance.
Talk about critical times of the season when those 12 players did a job for you. You also are on the midst of a 4-game road trip, and you had a homestand that was a very important homestand to you.
Oh, yes, because we knew the 4-game road trip was coming up, and we didn't want to go away with too much to do. We had to win all 4, and which we did, and did it beautifully. And then, of course, winning the first game of the road trip in Chicago really took all the pressure off it. It didn't leave us with any fears of we had too much to do on the road in that spell.
When you talk about winning 4 games at home, naturally you have to involve the fans, and they have played a great role for you this year too.
Oh, they've been great all year, and I think they've been great since day one. You know, we've had 4,000 people sound like 17,000 people, but they've really got behind us, and you know, they've lived with our problems, they've lived with our mistakes. They've been very, very good in that respect. They've been patient, and we're delighted because they really do get the boys going, and we like to think that in return we've given them some good games to get excited about.
Did you ever imagine in your wildest dreams that you could be sitting here with 2 games to go in the season, fighting for first place in this division, particularly when you got pulled out of the Western Division last year?
Oh, no way. You know, I thought if, I never said anything, but I thought to myself, if we can get 20 wins, Carl, that'd be a good season. And yet here we are with a few days to go, only 2 games for most teams, and we're still battling there for first. It's a marvelous opportunity, and I'm hoping that everything goes our way tonight, because our victory here tonight, I think, will seal number 1 or number 2 spot.
Well, you've got a new nickname, Coach, Cinderella, and the nice thing is that the clock never strikes midnight for the Dallas Sidekicks. Back with more halftime activities in just a moment.